What's going on, everybody? I am back and I'm with Mr.
Jeremy Davis.
And you finished what again?
I got top 16.
And what were you playing?
I was playing Dinomorphia Exosisters.
Whoa, wait, bro. You pulled me to the side and said you want to do this because you're playing Exosisters. So I was expecting Exosisters. And you said what again?
Dinomorphia Exosisters.
Who hurt you? Alright, so before we get into it, shout outs please.
Yeah, man. I shout out Top Toe Gaming. Best friends I could have and the best testing partners in South Florida.
Alright, so let's get right into it, alright?
Yeah. It's Exosister list, so obviously you had to run the 3 Martha. This card's insane. Half of a 1-card combo, it extenders, lets you push for lethal, and it does everything. You have to run 3 lists because this deck is basically a resource deck. If you see too many L's in your opening hand, you might not have like a grind game at all. So you have to run this maximum copies and try not to search her as least as possible to keep Martha alive. 3 Stella, just a generic rank 4 extender. She does her job. 2 Sophia and Irene. Sophia has like the best on-field effect. She lets you draw a card when you have another Exorcist on field, and Irene allows you to summon her out of the deck with Vadis. So honestly, I really don't like Irene, but she did her work today. She did her job. I can't even complain. As for the extra spells, 3 packs, most push Rhoda in the game. Searches any card in the deck, and if you have the monster in field or graveyard, you can just special out of hand. Lets you push through hand traps. Lets you act as like a makeshift Vadis if they ash that or just have nothing else to do. Ornament. It's basically it's a rank up for Exorcisters on the opponent's turn only, so it's good for like dodging targeting, and against tier it lets you set up the Asphatel easily because the normal combo usually doesn't like allow you to make her, but that's like the best one in the tier matchup. As for the Exorcist traps, I'm running 2 and 2 of each. These cards are great. I mean, one of like the skills this deck really would say is like knowing what trap you need, which matchup. Like, because Vadis will like absolutely destroy like Mistrune or Tier, and then like Returnia is great in the also great against Tier, but it's also great in like it's better into Sprite. So you gotta get a read on that and pick the weapon of choice. And now for the saucy part, I'm running 3 Dynamo for Theresia and Frenzy, and 2 Dynamo for Frenzy. What Theresia does on summon, it sets you Dynamo for Trap from deck. What this allows you to do is, the problem with the Exosister engine itself is that it's basically Martha control. So unless you have Martha after Martha turn after turn, or some kind of searcher for her, the deck runs like gas easily. So the Dinomorph Engine serves 2 purposes. It's a level 4 extender, so you can integrate it into the normal Exosister combo and end on full combo plus Dinomorphias. Or you can push for game with the big Dinomorphia monsters, or just like in a low resource environment, you can just top deck it, summon it, and just floodgate your opponent until you can draw into the rest of the deck. It overperformed, and I'm glad I included it. That's just the going second cards. 3 Ash mandatory, 2 DD Crow, and 3 D Shifters. I built this deck to try to target tier. I thought it'd be the best deck out here. I didn't play a single tier all day, but it didn't matter. You know, my friend was saying you built your deck to beat the best deck. Even though you see it, you're just good enough to get there. I was happy. And then the generic spells: 3 Dark Rulers, kind of mandatory this format. 3 Prosby, Called By. One thing I mentioned, Called By and DD Crow have interaction with Martha because all the other Exorcisters require your opponent to do the moving of cards out of the graveyard, but these allow you to trigger Martha by yourself, like going first, like if they hand trap you, or to sneak up on them going second, and just to fill it out. The 3 Imperms, solid hand trap.
So it's like a 40, 41?
It's a 43 card list.
43, okay.
Actually, more standard. 2 Magnificas.
Ooh, Starlight.
Yeah, bro, my best buddy pulled it at the last Prodigy Regional, and he said, you better play Exosisters when Martha comes out. And I'm just fulfilling my promise. 3 Michaelis, great card, going first or second, searches the spell trap cards to set up, or when you're going second, it is removal, and it forces like imperms, veilers, all that kind of stuff, so you can like follow up with something else. Overperformed. 2 Caspiatels. It's part of the standard combo. It allows you to extend, get or a Martha for a follow-up turn. It also has effect to lock to your opponent. Both players, especially from the graveyard, that almost never comes up, but in the right matchup, this is deadly. 2 Aspectel. Most people only run 1 of this, but it's the best card in the tier matchup. Like I said, the deck is built to beat tier, so I wanted just multiple copies so that if they try to crack back, I can just shut that down ASAP. 1 Jabreen. She's basically just a spot negate. She comes at the least, but she also has an effect on your turn to boost all XYs everywhere, even if they're summoned after the effect resolves. 800 attack, so with a wide board, it just creates easy OTKs. And then the Dinomorphia, 1 Rexium, 2 Catraginas, and a Stealth Bergia. The Dinomorphia combo, like as an engine, is that you set the Frenzy to fusion summon Catragina using Theresia and deck and the Stealth Bergia. And then Theresia on effect, banishing the Frenzy to summon out Rexium. By that time, you've paid usually about, you're down to about 2,000 life points. So there are a lot of extra deck bosses and like extenders that can't work under that. Or you just push yourself even lower with Rexium's effect. And that's how you that's what you gotta do for Sprite, to get yourself below like 1,000 because they're really small. Like I said, this engine overperformed. Highly recommend testing out. And the last card was just Zeus, who's an Xyz deck. Most important part of this deck is the side. Most of my options were just helping me going first, because I imagine there's gonna be a lot of board breaking cards. So just for going second, it's just the 3 Cosmics, 3 Evenlies, and then since I'm super scared of a Lightning Storm, and like 3 anti-spells, also just a cracked card, stops up engine cards, 3 Judgments for the Evenly as well, and then 3 goes in for the Sprite matchup, because that's like the deck's hardest matchup in the meta, is Sprite, so I tried to put something dedicated in there to defeat that. And that's the profile.
Well, congratulations. I'm pretty sure with this spicy list, you can now wait for hopefully a new ban list, do some final tweaks, and this has some really good potential. Like Exosister, Runic, and now Dinomorphia. Like y'all making these archetypes engines out of nowhere. But hey, congratulations, and I would love to see more of you doing good with these unique decks in the future, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.